yesterday. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, I saw that on the right notes this morning. In the matter of People versus Prito, on file number 242539, appearances for the record.
Garrett Paul on behalf of the people, Your Honor.
Morning, Your Honor. Zachary Hanson on behalf of Mr. Credo, present in court this morning.
And what are we doing today?
Judge, at this date is intent for a pretrial. I have received an offer from the prosecutor, which I would wish to be read into the record.
All right, the people are willing to amend the charge to operating while intoxicated first, and we recommend 18 months probation, terms and conditions being the first 90 days on Silverlink or Scram, with that remaining period having under color code testing for drugs and alcohol, obtain a substance abuse evaluation, and if attendant successfully complete any recommended substance abuse programs or rehab.
And Your Honor, I discussed that with my client. At this time, we would just simply ask to continue to a final pretrial to consider the overall ramifications for him.
Continue the final pretrial.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. In the matter of People versus in the matter of People versus Dulles, on file number 241456.
Garrett Paul on behalf of the people, Your Honor.
And good morning, Your Honor. Anthony Gonzalez on behalf of Mr. Dowis, who is to my left of the podium.
All right, and what are we doing today?
Your Honor, today's the date time set for a pretrial on this matter. I've had discussions with the prosecution. We have reached an agreement where Mr. Dowis will be entering a plea to an amendment, or I guess an add count 2 of drag racing. In exchange, count 1 will be dismissed.
That's an accurate statement, Your Honor. That comes with a recommendation of an $1,800 fine in addition to any mandatory costs and fines the court will impose. We ask for agency reimbursement in the amount of $165 and prosecution costs in the amount of $150. And additionally, we ask for at least a year of probation with the alcohol assessment and attendance successfully complete any treatment and counseling recommended in the PSI.
You have to file your petition for reimbursement of costs. Is that your understanding, Mr. Dulles?
Yes.
Any threats or promises been made to you in your plea of guilty?
No.
Entering your plea of guilty based on your own choice?
Yes.
And you were given the advice of rights, understand you waive them all, including the right to a trial.
Correct.
On or about 2/5, you take the.
Yeah, I can tell you back where it says. All right, Mr. Dowis, back on February 5th of 2024, were you over at 7015 Grasher Road in Thomas Township, County, Saginaw, State of Michigan?
Yes,
And at that time, you were in a vehicle that was running, correct?
yes,
And while that vehicle was running, you had a blood alcohol content that was greater than 0.08,
yes,
and you were eventually taken for a blood draw, and that blood draw did come back at a 0.227, is that correct?
yes.
Yeah, I believe that's satisfactory.
Anything further?
For your satisfaction, Your Honor.
Court accept plea guilty to the amended charge. What I'll do is refer to probation for a pre-sentence report so I can get further background. And then we'll reconvene on sentencing. I do have the petition and I'll read it, oh, there we go. Send that. All right, bond will be continued.
Your Honor, my only other point, Mr. Dallas and I have had some discussions. It's my understanding he is working on scheduling a 2-week travel period for transporting courses. He does that for his job. When I get those dates, can I just email the court to get permission?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, no, he can have permission to leave the state for work purposes.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you. Your Honor.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay.
Keep taking over for something.
In the matter of People versus Smalley on 242793.
Garrett Paul on behalf of the people, Your Honor.
Ken Greenfield, on behalf of Ms. Smalley.
And what are we doing today?
Your Honor, there has been an offer made, negotiated, and correct me if I'm wrong, we're going to plead to impaired driving for count 1. Count 2 will be Nally Cross. We'll abide by whatever sanctions the SOS puts in place, obviously. Also, there is a recommendation of 9 months of probation, terms and conditions being first 90 days on SoberLink or Scram, with the remaining 6 months on color code testing for alcohol and drugs, obtain substance abuse evaluation, attendance successfully complete, any recommended substance abuse treatment. My client reluctantly, with the ankle bracelet and her work, agrees to accept that.
It's an accurate statement, Your Honor.
To the prior in 14.
I have that, Your Honor.
He does realize that I'm not bound by the recommendations that are offered when I may go about my own sentencing. She does realize that, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
He represents her. When the word
Yes.
reluctance is used, given the prior history, given the nature of the charges, I'm a little concerned about one's ability to accept the position they are in.
Your Honor, she accepted the position. The reluctance was, and I should have explained it, with her work and travel to different sites within her work, wearing the tether and working around that by new clothes. That's where the reluctance comes in. It's not responsibility. It's not the tether itself and being monitored. It was aesthetics.
Molly, that's your understanding as well?
Yeah.
Have any threats or promises been made to you other than what's been stated on the record?
No, sir.
You were given a divisive rights. You understand that you waive them all, including a right to a trial.
Yes, sir.
Also, you do know that I am not bound by the recommendations that the people have recommended. Should that become a impediment to your freedom, you'd be allowed to withdraw your plea. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
So as I understand it, back on or about 3/23 of this year, you were over on I-75 and King Road in Bridgeport Township, County of Saginaw, State of Michigan, operating a motor vehicle on a public road.
Yes, sir.
Had you been drinking prior to the time you were driving,
Yes, sir.
and that impaired your ability to drive?
Yes, sir.
Did you take a breathalyzer or blood draw?
Both, sir.
And what was the blood alcohol?
I have a .193 in the blood draw, Your Honor.
What's up, that?
And I'd also like to petition the court for cost of this month.
2 children in the car as well, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Court accept plea of guilty, refer to probation for a pre-sentence report. And. All right. Anything further?
No.
Bond will be continued.
Thank you. That's great. You take it over.
Is this the one that we're waiting for online?
Is that,
Richardson.
okay. She said that he was gonna be on. Ms. Richardson, he was gonna be on?
Yeah, I talked to him the other day because for my very first court hearing, he was here on Zoom. Just not the
His
last one that had
appearance.
to reschedule. I talked to him this time.
His appearance, I don't think I see it in the file either yet.
It wasn't online?
I didn't check, Judge. Had a few balls in here today.
Oh, that's the.
Yeah, I can try to call him.
You want to just step outside quick? And just let me know. Brian Bailey.
Yeah, I don't have the appearance. Yep, no appearance. In the matter of People versus Peyton, 892-3282.
Judge Dan Candy, not Mr. Payton. I asked him a little bit about, why he wasn't able to pay this, 225. Mr. Payton, he's just recently gotten a job and he paid in full today.
Didn't give it today.
Yep.
Okay, we'll recall the bench warrant, so it's just the 225. So we'll get a runner so you can get downstairs and pay it. Take care, good luck with it. In the matter of People versus Brown, file number 241666.
Good morning, Your Honor. Zoe Blanchard on behalf of Mr. Brown. At this time, we would like to waive a formal reading, enter a plea of not guilty, and ask for the matter to be set for pretrial.
Pretrial. Yeah, Mr. Brown, have you been over the city?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Have you been over the city?
Yes.
All right, says you owe 429, if you take care of it, then, the city will dismiss, and then that saves you about $300 in court fines, so it won't be assessed against you. All right, good luck with everything.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. And the matter of People versus Little John, 4388037. Good morning.
And on behalf of Ms. Littlejohn, we waive the reading, enter a plea of not guilty, as per referral to the Office of Science Counsel, and Judge will ready to respond when appropriate.
She living over on Charter Oak?
Yes, Judge.
All right. PR bond. And, just have her go to Office of Science Counsel.
Thank you, Judge.
Take care.
That has an attorney with it.
Why is that the gentleman?
Your wife I was talking to you.
Oh. People versus Fisher, 243100. Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Appearance for the record.
David Brown, P5811, appearing on behalf of Mr. Fisher, who is present standing to my right.
And waive the reading.
I do, Your Honor.
Court will enter plea of not guilty. Is that correct?
We need a runner. Thank you.
And you've been retained?
That is correct, Your Honor.
And as to bond.
Your Honor, my client is a lifetime resident of Tuscola County, Lapeer County area. His family is throughout that area. He was employed in the Saginaw County area. That is the basis for this charge. He currently is employed at Owens Tree Service as a stump grinder. He's married with 2 children. He has no prior criminal record whatsoever. Therefore, there is no failure to appear for anything. He has no child support orders even. So that he has never failed to appear or to abide by a court order. There is no risk of flight. There is no risk of harm to an individual, Your Honor. I'd ask for a personal recognizance bond of whatever amount the court deems appropriate.
And given that, so defendant appeared voluntarily and has retained counsel, bond will be at 7,500 personal recognizance. I do have court dates coming up. The next one will be the pre-exam conference on June 25 at 9:30. And then the preliminary exam we have set already on July 1st at 9:15, and it'll be back in this courtroom.
That's fine, Your Honor. I have those dates written down already, and that's probably the dates.
All right, anything else?
Your Honor, we have an advice and rights we will fill out and have back to your court clerk this morning.
Thank you. Pleasure having our courtroom, Mr. Brown. Take care.
Thank you, Your Honor.
We might want to. Oh, there's a, no.
Who else is here from for Watson?
They were here. Oh, gravel.
Is there a Williams? No? Is there a,
Rosendary?
or Washington?
Washington.
Yeah, 243564.
It just came in.
What is it? 24?
243564 SD.
Let me call on the matter of People versus April Isaac on 243390. Appearances for the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. John Cowden on behalf of the people.
And good morning, Your Honor. Anthony Gonzalez standing for Attorney Aubrey Smith on behalf of April Isaac. Your Honor, Miss Isaac is in custody. I'm going to be waiving her appearance for today's proceeding.
Okay.
We have received discovery in this matter, and we're just asking to move the preliminary exam.
All right then. So I have that at 2:15 PM on June 24. And then with what we discussed, if there's anything that changes, just let us know.
Yes, sir. We'll do.
All right, thank you. In the matter of People versus Johnson on 222677. Hi, Mr. Johnson.
Hey, how's it going?
Doing well, sir. So I understand you were arraigned yesterday on our bench warrant. The bench warrant was issued in January because there had been some unresolved fines that had been outstanding from the prior case back in, at least in 22. Let's see. Do you know where you're at on all those or what's going on?
Yeah, I got kind of freaked out because of they had sent me to the docks, but docks wanted $225 in, and I didn't have that, so I was kind of scared.
Yeah. Well, yeah. What we had sent though, the purpose for the hearing was to determine your ability to pay. So it wasn't, it was just to find out where you were. So it wasn't anything that was gonna be, you know, or a threat of jail or anything. It was just to bring you in court so we could talk to you about it. And so that's why we issued the bench warrant, because we didn't know where you're at. Are you here on other matters? Were you
Yes,
arraigned?
it's over with now.
Okay, let me just take a look. How long have you been in jail so far?
Since Sunday.
Since Sunday? Okay. So a few days, let me see. Are you working?
No, I'm going for disability. Diabetic, insulin dependent.
You charged with open intox?
But that was the bottle I'm taking to the
No,
store.
I don't wanna, I just wanna know if you're charged with it.
Oh, yeah, but I really want to fight that because,
No, I just wanna know if you're charged with it.
but she blew it.
I'm not asking you about the case in particular,
Oh,
I just wanna
sorry.
know if you're charged with it. They give you PR bonds on those other cases?
Yes, sir.
Alright. I know we've always had a difficult time getting you in the court. I know you missed sentencing. Did you ever you didn't go to DOT?
I didn't have the money.
I sent you back to DOT in August. Finding out you didn't do anything.
But I called him like y'all told me to.
No, I understand. Well, I only gave you a $275 fine. Probably because you spent the original 14 days in jail back when. So now we got an issue with you not attending council. All right, well, let's do a couple things here. Do we have you on Cherry Street?
Yes,
All right, so that's a good address for you?
yes. 2027.
Yep, got it. All right. So I'm gonna do this. Two things. I need you to get into DOT, all right? If you are unable to afford DOT, I need you to call the probation department to find out what other alternatives there are, okay?
Okay.
We might be able to set you up. I'm a little worried here that we got. almost like a repeat of this case. So let's do this. We're gonna reset as a show cause. I'm only doing it just because I want to just keep the ball rolling and get you into treatment. There were about $800 in fines that I didn't assess with the idea that it was to kind of offset that cost, but I have some priorities now. Let me just, so let's do, so I'm going to give you time to pay. We'll start with 60 days, all right?
Yep,
You said you've been in since Sunday?
yes.
Suspend $50 of the fine. Okay, that should help too with some of your costs and your responsibility for the treatment. All right. And then PR. Okay. All right. Okay, we'll catch up with you, but you're gonna have to get into that class. If not, you gotta call the probation department. Okay?
Okay,
All right.
so you're gonna release me then? Okay.
Yeah, take care.
She called, we can hold me in the office. So I took them out and nobody called.
All right. In the matter of People versus Richardson on 241927, Ms. Richardson, if you'll come up.
Morning, Your Honor, John Cowden on behalf of the people.
All right. And so, Ms. Richardson, I do not have an appearance by Mr. Bailey.
Daily, yes.
Daly, I'm sorry. Daly. Where is he out of?
He does a lot in Chicago, but he does a lot here in Michigan as well. He has like a Michigan office here, like by Farmington Hills or something down there.
Okay.
This time I had talked to him. He said he was gonna be here. I'm not sure why.
Well, I don't have him in the Zoom waiting room, and I don't have an appearance by him.
Cause he was here on my very first one, just telling me my charges basically.
He was here on 5-3 with her judge.
Okay.
Let's note that.
All right. Okay, well, we'll do this. Is there anything from the people before, what we'll do is find the cause to adjourn? And reset?
Judge, I don't have an appearance either for Mr. Daly. I would just say that if he does file an appearance, that Ms. Richardson just make sure to let him know he's got to send an appearance to the prosecutor's office as well. I know sometimes county attorneys don't quite realize that.
Yep. So if you please relay that to him, and then we're gonna reset it for another hearing like today, to give him that opportunity to get his appearance in. If I don't have his appearance in by the next, you either have to make sure that there's another attorney here, or I will refer you over to Office of Assigned Counsel.
Okay.
All right? All
And is
right.
that coming in the mail again then?
What's that?
The
Yes,
next
it
one.
will.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, take care, be well. Bond continued.
That's through DOC
And I have the hearings, this is MDLC through MSMT hearings.
Yeah.
There we go.
I believe it's going to be.
Is this Mr. Ramirez, Jimenez?
Yeah, I believe so,
Okay.
and Rico should be.
Mr. Neal. Morning, Mr. Neal.
Good morning, Your Honor.
I assume this is your client because it's the only MDOC hearing room I have. Are you Mr. Ramirez Jimenez?
Yes, sir.
All right. And Mr. Neal, do you need a breakout room first or?
I believe, is Mr. Cowden on this one, Your Honor?
Yes.
Yes, he is.
Are there any offers that I can discuss with my client prior to going into a breakout room?
Waive off, plead as charged. I haven't run the guidelines yet, but we'd recommend the low end of them.
All right, may I have a breakout room with my client momentarily?
Sir, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with your attorney. The room is not recorded, and it'll just be you and Mr. Neal. And then when you're finished, we'll bring you back. Here we go.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Recalling now People versus Ramirez Jimenez on 235477. Appearances for the record.
Morning, Your Honor, John Calvin on behalf of the people.
Morning again, Your Honor. Rico Neal appearing on behalf of Mr. Ramirez Jimenez, who is present via the video system. I've had an opportunity to discuss this matter both with counsel and my client. At this time, we'll continue on for the exam.
All right. We'll set for preliminary exam, and then the people will get the writ necessary to bring. It's already taken care of? All right. All right. So we'll have a writ to bring your client over. Is there anything further?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Nothing further, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. We'll get the date for all that. Thank you. Take care and be well.
Thank you. You too.
In the matter of People versus Washington, 243564, ticket number 73315. Where'd they go?
They're not moving.
Is there a McGee?
I'm trying to get hold of Coltrane.